Hey guys, I'm back with another video, actually with a special guest as well, named Piper. She's just staring. Anyway, it is May 10th, which is National Lupus Awareness Day, but all of May is National Lupus Awareness Month. So I just wanted to come on here and do a video on May 10th because obviously I have lupus and a lot of autoimmune diseases, and I just wanted to kind of educate people a little bit, just a little, just so they can understand what it is, because sometimes people are like, they don't understand it. So lupus basically is, long story short, an autoimmune disease, meaning your immune system attacks your body. It can attack your kidneys, your liver, anything, any organ whatsoever. And obviously your skin, it's your own body, your own antibodies. Like, they think there's you're sick, or there's something wrong, so the antibodies go and attack it. It's just crazy, honestly. I have had it since I think I've actually had it my entire life, when we look back. But I got actually diagnosed at 17. And the way I got diagnosed was pretty crazy, so I might as well just tell that now. I was modeling. I modeled here in Oklahoma City, and I finally signed here, and then I signed with an agency in Texas, and then after that I signed with one of the top 10 agencies in New York City. So when I was 17, it was like the right after Christmas type of the fashion show. I was in New York City, and I was going to casting after casting after casting. I mean, you have a set schedule. You're really up about like 5-6 a.m. and don't get back till night. And so obviously that put a lot of stress on my body, and obviously stress has a lot to do with lupus. And my dad, right before I went to New York, he had shingles, and I rubbed ointment on his back, and because in my records, it says I had already been vaccinated, but I apparently hadn't. So when I'm in New York, I'm going to casting after casting after casting after casting. New York was like pretty scary for me, so flew my mom out to be with me, and then I just got so sick. I was running like 100 something temperature. I was just really sick. And what's crazy is I didn't know anything about lupus before I got it, obviously, but when I was there, I had probably the worst butterfly rash I've had in probably forever. I was like, Mom, what is this? Like, my face was just like legit looked like a butterfly. But she was like, that looks like a butterfly rash. And I was like, what's a butterfly rash? So I go and look it up, and it says lupus. And I was like, I don't have this. I don't have lupus. And then I started like reading the symptoms and all that, and the next morning I woke up and I was like, I can literally not get out of bed. Like, I need to go home. And oh man, my mom and me laugh about this now, but anyway, so we're going to the airport to leave to go home, because I was so sick. There was no way I was gonna be in this tall heels walking around New York City. Like, no. But when we got to the airport, I just got this overwhelming, like, rush, and I was like, I'm gonna pass out and throw up, like, at the same time. So they legit called the ambulance to the airport, to JFK Airport. Oh, good Lord. And they pulled up, they took me to the hospital, whatever. They really didn't know what it was, and they gave me some medicine to fly home with, just so, because I couldn't walk. It was so painful, so painful. But 3 days, yeah, I think it was 3 days. 3 days after I got home, I got these little dots, and my mom was like, that looks like chicken pox. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. So, moral of the story, never touch someone that has shingles with no gloves, even if you've been vaccinated. And I also found out, which this is kind of insane to me, I found out that how in my records it was written, already been vaccinated. I hadn't been vaccinated. I had not been vaccinated ever for the chickenpox virus. And so I got it at 17, and whew, I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. Having it when you're a lot older as well makes it a lot worse. I basically lived in the bathtub with Aveeno oatmeal mix. And it took me about, oh man, like 6 weeks to like be okay, like just like feeling okay. And so we went back to the doctor because I was sick, and he's known me since I was little, and he wanted to run like every test in the book possible. So he did. And you have an antibody called ANA in your body, and the normal range is 1/40. Mine was 1/1280. So after that, my mom told him that I had a butterfly rash in New York, and he literally was like, why didn't you tell me this? Blah, blah, blah. He was like, that's either lupus or rheumatoid arthritis, and it's both. So that's how I got diagnosed with lupus, and it's a hard fight, but you can beat it. And anyone who's watching this, you can do it. You can do it, I promise. If I can do it, you can. I promise. But I just wanted to make a video because it's May 10th, Lupus Awareness Day. And I'll be back with more videos soon. I have quite a few ideas. So I will see you guys later. Peace.